Imagine a world where your every digital move is tracked, where freedom is an illusion. AI isn't just a tool, it's in your head, an extension of your own consciousness, and the government is watching. A future where UBI is delivered via crypto. This isn't just some distant dystopian fantasy, it's the chillingly plausible future depicted in the book Liquid Rain. We're not here for a typical book review. We're diving deep into Tim Rootman's Liquid Rain to dissect its vision of AI, virtual reality, liquid democracy, and a society linked with technology. A future with many paths, some promising, others fraught with danger. Are you fascinated by AI's potential? Concerned about the ethical dilemmas of emerging tech? Or just curious about the trajectory of our future? Then this analysis is for you. We'll explore the light and dark sides of a tech-driven world together. Liquid Rain paints a picture of a functional yet dystopian future. Our focus? To dissect the technologies, explore their implications, and ask the hard questions about individual freedom, societal control, and what it means to be human in an AI-integrated world. A future we're all actively building right now. Let's start with a radical concept that underpins this future: liquid democracy, a system that promises to revolutionize how we participate in shaping our world. Picture this: you can vote directly on every issue that matters to you, or, if you prefer, delegate your vote to someone you trust, someone more knowledgeable on a particular topic. That's liquid democracy. A core concept in Liquid Rain. Empowering, right? It's like having a direct say in every decision, every law, every policy. And this is not just nationally, but globally. This is what happens when national borders blur, and a global system like the Afrin Agreement dictates the rules. The novel raises critical questions about the feasibility of such a system. Could it truly be manipulation-proof? Or would it lead to new forms of control? How do we navigate complex issues requiring specialized knowledge? What about the formation of powerful voting blocks through uninformed delegation? Imagine the influence of charismatic figures or even AI-driven bots, swaying opinions and controlling votes. We've grappled with different forms of governance throughout history, each with its own challenges. From the direct democracy of ancient Athens to the representative systems of today, the struggle for a fair and effective way to govern is ongoing. Liquid democracy is just the latest iteration, and it comes with its own set of complexities. The concept of vote decay is introduced. Is it a safeguard against rash decisions or a limitation on long-term vision? And is the loss of national sovereignty a necessary price for global stability, or a dangerous step towards centralized power, a digital dictatorship masked as democracy? We see echoes of these ideas today in decentralized autonomous organizations and blockchain voting experiments. The current day DAOs are mostly focused on crypto investment and management currently, but some want to expand the concept to global governance. These are real-world attempts to create more transparent and participatory systems. But Liquid Rain pushes it further, prompting us to consider the potential for both empowerment and control within a fully realized liquid democracy. It forces us to confront the very real possibility of our voices being amplified, or perhaps, ultimately, silenced in new and unexpected ways. While intriguing, the idea of a globally adopted liquid democracy, as presented in the book, seems highly improbable. Given current geopolitical realities, the potential for both empowerment and control with this system is undeniable. It is a double-edged sword that we must approach with both excitement and caution. But what if this seemingly direct democracy is just a new avenue for control? This potential for control becomes even more apparent when we examine the novel's economic system, particularly its approach to universal basic income, UBI, and the official cryptocurrency, Freecoin. Fees on negative goods and services like alcohol, meat, and anything the rulers see as bad, coupled with a wealth tax and planned inflation, fund this system. Sounds utopian, right? Free money for everyone. What could go wrong? But here's the catch, and it's a big one. This system grants immense control to those who determine what's negative. How are these fees decided? What prevents manipulation and bias? This is social engineering on a grand scale, where your choices are nudged or perhaps even coerced by the very structure of the economy. And the novel cleverly introduces unauthorized crypto, used by elites to bypass wealth caps. Yes, there are limits to how much you can own or earn. This is a stark reminder that even in a seemingly equitable system, loopholes will be exploited. Does this create a two-tier society? One for the crypto rich and one for everyone else? One where the wealthy operates outside the system while the rest are trapped within it? Certainly seems that way. The free coin implementation raises further questions. What are its technical aspects? How is it created? How is it secured? What are its limitations? Is it truly decentralized? Or does the government still retain a controlling hand? And what about privacy? Does Freecoin offer any anonymity? Or is every transaction linked to your digital identity forever etched on the blockchain? Then there's the human element. Does UBI empower individuals to pursue their passions? Or does it disincentivize work and innovation? What drives progress? What motivates us to strive, to create, to contribute? Liquid Rain doesn't fully answer this, leaving it to us to ponder the potential consequences. It's a question that sparks endless debate. These are questions we're grappling with right now. As debates around UBI, central bank digital currencies, and crypto regulations heat up. We're seeing pilot programs for UBI in various countries, and discussions about the potential benefits and drawbacks. The novel serves as a potent reminder of the complexities involved in designing a fair and sustainable economic system for the future. The UBI concept is fascinating and relevant. However, the novel's portrayal raises concerns about economic control and the potential for a two-tiered financial system, highlighting the complex challenges of implementing such a system fairly. It's a concept that needs careful consideration, a concept that could reshape our society in a profound way. And as Liquid Rain suggests, such disparities can breed unrest and even radical action. But Liquid Rain doesn't shy away from the potential downsides of even seemingly positive advancements. In fact, it paints a picture of the societal fractures that can emerge, even in a world with UBI. This is where the Green Army faction comes in. This group resorts to violence to achieve its environmental goals. They use advanced technologies like personalized nanobots and bioweapons, raising uncomfortable questions. Is violence ever justified? And how does the availability of these powerful technologies change the nature of terrorism and warfare? It's no longer about crude bombs and hijacked planes. It's about targeted attacks, invisible weapons, and the potential for widespread disruption with minimal resources. This is a dark path, one that Liquid Rain forces us to contemplate. These are issues we're facing today, in a world grappling with the consequences of changing political tides, trading blocs, and the rise of extremist ideologies. We see protests, acts of sabotage, and debates about the best way to address the many crises plaguing our society. The novel's portrayal, while simplistic, serves as a warning, a stark reminder of the desperation that can arise when people feel unheard. The inclusion of the Green Army faction adds another layer of complexity to the novel's future, forcing us to consider the potential for conflict and instability even in a seemingly advanced society. It underscores the need for peaceful and effective solutions to global challenges, solutions that address the root cause of the problem and not just the symptoms. But the conflict in Liquid Rain isn't limited to the external world. The novel also delves into a more insidious kind of conflict, one that takes place within our own minds. This is where the novel's depiction of virtual reality and neurostimulation becomes deeply unsettling. In Liquid Rain, Advanced virtual reality suits and neurostimulation create immersive experiences blurring the lines between real and virtual. People spend more time in simulations than in real life. This hits close to home, doesn't it? We can almost feel the pull of these immersive worlds, the allure of escaping reality. And who controls these immersive experiences? In Liquid Rain, it's the Immersive Arts Corporation, a powerful entity with its own agenda, its own interests. The parallels to today's tech giants are hard to ignore. They control the narrative, the experience, and ultimately our perception of reality. They hold the keys to our virtual worlds, and perhaps to our minds. The novel also delves into the psychology of avatar identity. How does living through an idealized virtual self affect our sense of who we are? Does it lead to identity confusion, or even rejection of our physical selves? These are not just theoretical questions. They are questions that will become increasingly relevant as VR technology advances. They are questions we need to be asking now. Now, it's not all about doom and gloom. Liquid Rain does acknowledge the potential for VR and neurostimulation in therapy, offering a glimpse of the positive applications of those technologies. We can imagine using VR to treat PTSD, phobias, and other mental health conditions. But the balance is precarious, isn't it? And what about the Bunny Prince AI companion? Is this a harmless digital friend, or another tool for manipulation and control in the virtual world? A way to keep us pacified, content, and ultimately compliant? The lines are definitely blurred in Liquid Rain. We're already seeing the early stages of this blurring today, with the rise of the metaverse, immersive gaming, and social media addictions. We're spending more and more time online, in curated digital spaces. Liquid Rain serves as a cautionary tale, urging us to be mindful of how we engage with these technologies. This is perhaps the most prescient aspect of the novel, forcing us to confront the potential for technology to become a substitute for genuine human experience. It highlights the need for balance and mindful engagement with immersive technologies. We need to use them to enhance our lives, not to escape them, not to replace the richness and complexity of the real world with artificial constructs. But what if the escape becomes less about virtual worlds and more about fundamentally altering who we are? Liquid Rain takes a bold step in this direction by integrating artificial intelligence directly into human consciousness. In this future, your digital assistant isn't just an external tool, but a complete operating system, a voice in your head, an extension of your thoughts. Imagine having instant access to information, seamless communication, and enhanced cognitive abilities. Sounds incredible, doesn't it? Like having a supercomputer constantly at your disposal, integrating with your very being. The novel also introduces the perfect king concept, an AI-driven system of perfect governance. But can an algorithm truly understand the complexities of human values, ethics, and emotions? Can it account for nuances of human experience? The messy, unpredictable nature of our lives? Is this a realistic aspiration, or a dangerous fantasy that overlooks the essence of what makes us human? And what about algorithmic bias? How might AI systems, even those integrated into our minds, inherit and perpetrate human prejudices? If our own thoughts are being shaped by algorithms, how do we ensure fairness, prevent discrimination, and protect ourselves from manipulation? What safeguards would be needed in a world where AI is deeply intertwined with our thoughts and actions? The novel also touches on the potential for AI to be used in creative fields. We can envision AI tools that help artists create new forms of art, musicians compose new symphonies, and writers craft new stories. Does AI become a collaborator, a tool, or a replacement for human artists? This raises fascinating questions about the nature of creativity itself in an AI-driven world. Will it be a golden age of artistic expression, or the end of human creativity as we know it? And then there's the concept of digital souls, the idea that consciousness could be uploaded or replicated in digital form. Liquid Rain only scratches the surface, but it opens a Pandora's box of philosophical and ethical dilemmas. What does it mean to be conscious? Is a digital copy of a person truly that person? Or is it just a sophisticated simulation, a ghost in the machine? Beyond AI integration, the novel explores other transhumanist technologies: neurostimulation, implants, genetic engineering. These advancements offer incredible potential for enhancing human capabilities, extending our lifespans, and even eradicating diseases. But they also raise concerns about accessibility. Who gets to be enhanced? Will it be a privilege reserved for the wealthy, creating a new divide between the enhanced and the unenhanced? And how does it affect social equality, the very fabric of our society? The novel raises the question: are we enhancing humanity or leaving it behind? Are we evolving into something new, something better, or are we losing something essential in the process? Where do we draw the line between human and machine? Who gets to decide? These are not easy questions, and Liquid Rain doesn't offer simple answers. It forces us to grapple with the complexities of a future where technology is no longer just a tool, but an integral part of who we are. These are not distant hypotheticals. We're already seeing the beginnings of these technologies today. Brain-computer interfaces are being developed, allowing us to control devices with our thoughts. Ethical debates about human enhancements are raging. The future depicted in Liquid Rain is closer than we think. It's on our doorstep. Personally, the idea of integrating AI directly into my mind is both exhilarating and terrifying. The potential benefits are immense, but the risks are equally profound. This merging of minds, this transhumanist future, is not science fiction. It's a plausible trajectory. But as Liquid Rain suggests, there are many paths forward. Some lead to greater human potential, others to a loss of privacy, autonomy, and perhaps even our own very sense of self. We stand at a critical juncture. The choices we make today will determine which path we take. Will we embrace those technologies blindly? Or will we proceed with both ambition and caution, ensuring that technological advancement serves humanity, not the other way around? We need to be the architects of our own future, not passive recipients of it. We must choose wisely. But even in this technologically saturated world, the human spirit resists. Liquid Rain offers a glimmer of hope in the form of religans, those who choose to disconnect, use technology minimally, and forge a different path. In our real world, we see the emergence of real-life religans, individuals who choose to live off-grid, rejecting the hyper-connected world. They choose a life unplugged, a life where technology takes a back seat. This highlights a potential future where a segment of society opts out of technological dependence, seeking a more authentic existence, a trend we see reflected even today. It's a powerful statement against the relentless march of technology, a reminder that we have the choice in how we live our lives. And it's a choice that may become increasingly relevant in the years to come. As technology becomes even more integrated into our daily lives, we see this today in the digital detox movement, and the desire for dumb phones and simpler living. Even in a world of readily available virtual pleasures, the novel suggests that the human drive for creativity, connection, and purpose persists. The human spirit, it seems, is not so easily subdued, even by the most sophisticated technologies. Characters like Willie and Anna, despite their flaws, demonstrate that the desire to create and make a difference remains a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a spark of hope in a technologically saturated world. They show us that even in a world of advanced technology, the human element remains vital. This raises the question, can technology truly extinguish the fundamental human need for meaning and purpose? Or will it simply transform how we find it? Perhaps the future will be a blend of both, a complex tapestry of human and artificial, real and virtual, where we navigate new ways of connecting, creating, and finding our place in the world. So what about the book itself? How does it fare as a work of literature? Let's take a moment to step back and evaluate. As a vehicle for exploring futuristic concepts, Liquid Rain succeeds. Its detailed world, particularly regarding the technological and economic systems, sparks important conversations. It excels at raising ethical questions, questions we should all be asking ourselves. However, the novel falls short on character development and narrative. The plot is secondary to the ideas, and the characters often feel like mouthpieces for different viewpoints rather than fully realized individuals. They serve their purpose in the story, but they don't quite come alive as people. The pacing is uneven, and the ending feels abrupt, leaving many questions unanswered. Liquid Rain offers a detailed, if somewhat dystopian, vision of a future shaped by technology. It's a valuable thought experiment, particularly for those of us interested in the trajectory of AI and its impact on society. It highlights the many paths that lie before us, each with its own set of promises and perils. While the novel may not be a literary masterpiece, it serves as a crucial reminder that technological progress, without careful consideration of its ethical and social implications, can lead to unintended consequences. The technologies depicted may seem futuristic, but the dilemmas they present are relevant today. We're already grappling with the issues of data privacy, algorithmic bias, and the impact of technology on our lives. The book simply amplifies these concerns, projecting them onto a larger canvas. It forces us to confront the kind of future we want and the role of technology in shaping it. Will we embrace a future of AI integration and transhumanism? If so, how do we navigate the ethical complexities? These are not just abstract questions, they're challenges we must grapple with now, as we stand on that cusp of a new era. It's a future we're creating with every technological advancement, every innovation, every choice we make. But why should we care about all this, especially if it's just a fictional story? Because the issues explored in Liquid Rain are not confined to the pages of a book. They're playing out in our world, right now. We see it in the debates about data privacy, in the rise of automation and its impact on jobs, in the increasing use of AI in decision-making, and in the growing concerns about the power of big tech. The choices we make today about how we develop and use technology will determine the kind of world we live in tomorrow. Liquid Rain gives us a glimpse of one possible future, a future we can still influence. I encourage you to read Liquid Rain, not for its story, but for the questions it raises. Let's discuss what aspects of this future resonate with you. What are your biggest concerns? And most importantly, how can we as AI enthusiasts, futurists, leaders, and citizens help shape a future that is both technologically advanced and ethically sound? How can we ensure that technology serves humanity and not the other way around? And most importantly, join the discussion in the comments below. Let's shape the future together. What do you think about Liquid Rain and the concepts inside? Would you merge your mind with AI? Let us know in the comments below. Want to unlock the power of AI? Our free newsletter gives you the tips, trends, AI news, and tools you need to succeed. Sign up with the link in the description below. Your journey doesn't stop here. Watch our next video, right here, and keep building your knowledge.